This chicken stew recipe is a recipe that would ensure that you never cook your chicken stew any other way. This recipe is yummy and delicious. Let's cook up something sweet. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making chicken stew. And for this recipe, as you all know, as the name implies, chicken stew. So our protein is definitely going to be chicken. So here I have my chicken and I use layers. So you can use any other type of chicken of your choice, okay? I have my tomato, I have oil, I have my peppers. Guys, there's a lot going in here, and this is where the twist is for this stew. Okay, the combination of this matters a lot. So you can see here I have a combination of my bell peppers, red, green and yellow bell peppers. I have my Shomgbo, i have my I have my Rodo pepper, I have my Tatashe. So you can see that there is really a lot going in here, and you don't want to skip any of this, guys, to get the perfect and distinct flavor, aroma and taste in this stew. You need the combination of those peppers. I have my curry leaf, and here I have my onion. Please use a lot of onion. I have my ginger in here, and I also have my garlic. Please don't skip any of these ingredients. I have my dry thyme, curry, and then my seasoning cubes. Okay, I skipped filming the bay leaves and also the sachet tomato, so I used all those in making this stew. So please get that and keep that aside. All right, having noted all the ingredients, I went straight to making the stew proper. So first I started by blending my tomatoes and ginger, garlic, I added it in there, and onion. So there is no particular way to blend this, as you all know. So feel free to blend however way you want to blend, because at the end of the day, all these are going to meet in the same pot. Okay, so you can see me just adding Rodo peppers, Tatashe, Shombo, bell peppers into the blender. But I want to note at this point that there is something that we need to do, and that is saving some of your bell peppers to blend later, because that will go in later, and I will tell you why later in this video. That is why you need to watch till the end. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and on your notification button, because this is what we do here. We bring you yummy, improved, mouth-watering recipes, nothing regular, okay? We bring you a lot in this channel. And if you're a baker, stay right here, because that is also what we do. We bring recipes that don't fail, okay? We bring recipes that has been tested and trusted over time. So feel free to be here. We are one big and happy family, okay? And if you have a question, do well to drop it in the comment section, because we always attend to questions. So you can see after blending my tomatoes, I went in with my bell peppers. That's the remaining ones that I saved for later. So this is green, yellow, and red bell peppers. I divided each of them into two. I blended one part with the tomatoes, and the other part I am blending it on its own right here with some of the onion, and also I would be adding in my curry leaf into this blender. So this is the curry leaf. I just went in with the curry leaf. So in this blender, I have my bell peppers, I have my onion, and I have my curry leaf. You can see I just close that, and I'm going to whip that up. Okay, so if you're having difficulties blending this, just add a little water and you are on your way to glory. So guys, don't forget that this is where the twist is in this chicken stew. So you can see my blended bell peppers alongside with my curry leaf. I just set that aside, and that would go in on a due and good time. Okay, So this is what it looked like, and these are my ingredients finally. So guys, in my pot, I'm going to pour in the tomatoes. So these are the tomatoes. It's quite a lot. So I'm making a lot of stew right here. So you can use this for your party recipes. The truth is that this stew never goes wrong. So I brought that to a boil until you can see that the tomato has reduced in size. So the aim of this is to, um let the water, reduce, let the water dry up from the tomato. And as the water is drying up, the tomato itself is losing its tanginess. Okay, when you taste tomato that is undone, is a bit tangy. So that is the aim of boiling your tomato a lot. Okay, so there are different ways I make stew, and this is one of the best ways that I have ever made my stew. Stay on to this channel. I would also be bringing other recipes and better, yummier, sweeter, recipes on how to make one thing in different ways, because I have developed a lot of recipes over time. So once the water is dried up, you go in with your oil. So this is my groundnut oil. You can see me adding that, and I reserved some for later, and I would tell you why as we progress in this video. Okay, so at this point, you will notice that your stew can start, popping up and making a mess of everywhere. Don't worry, that's okay, that's fine, but just stay close. Okay, and once you've gone in with your oil and you allow it, come up to a boil a bit, 5 to 10 minutes, then you go in with your tomato paste, so that everything can dry up at the same time, and the taste and everything will get infused into the pot. Okay, so you can see I use 3 sachet of tomato into the quantity of fresh tomato that I have here. I want it to be more of fresh tomato stew than sachet tomato stew. So I want everything to be nice, fresh, and yummy. So guys, this is it. You can see, even as I'm giving it a quick stir, the stew kept on popping up here and there. And for that reason, I had to bring the stew down, cover it up and allow it to rest for a while. And while I'm doing that, I had to set my protein on heat. Okay, so this is my protein, and at this point it's getting done. And because I'm using layers, layers take a bit time to get done more than the broiler. So you can see, okay, at this point the chicken is ready, and I'm just going to take that off the heat and then return back to my stew. So you can see the stew right here, and I had to cover it. I didn't leave it open because it's already dried and the work is done. The work of leaving it open is done. So I had to close it because it's making a mess of the whole kitchen and all that. Okay, so you don't have to just leave your stew there. Oh. When you're doing this, you keep stirring at intervals, because if you don't stir, that is a recipe for disaster, and you're going to end up with a burnt bottom pot. Okay, so please stir your stew consistently as you make it from the beginning right until the end. Okay, and at intervals you leave it, but keep stirring at intervals also. I added in my curry thyme and then my bay leaves. I then went in with some chopped pepper and onion. Guys, guys, I can't overemphasize the use of onion in making your dishes. Onion is sweet. Onion has a distinct taste, flavor, and aroma it gives to every dish. So there is never too much. Believe me. Believe me, there is never too much. Whether you blend it, chop it, slice it, onion is nice. So use it. Because oh, are nice. Very nice. Very, very nice something. So once you see your oil floating like this, your stew is very, very much ready. Okay? Your stew is very, very much ready. You can see my oil dancing and floating and singing hallelujah to me. So, guys, this is it. The stew is very, very much ready as it is right here. So, remember to adjust the taste to suit your taste bud, with your seasoning cubes, salt, and all that. So, as you go on, you taste, and if you are not there yet, feel free to adjust your taste, adjust the stew to the perfect taste that suits your taste bud, but worthy to note, don't overdo anything, okay? So that you just don't, overshadow the real taste of the stew with ingredients and seasoning cubes, salt, and all that. So you just want everything to blend in perfectly, okay? So, guys, remember, once your oil is floating like this, you are very, very much on your way to glory. Your stew is very, very much ready. So, this is it, guys. This is it. Just imagine. Look at the redness and sharpness of the stew. No additives, strictly my pepper combinations and my fresh tomato. That is what gave me this popping stew. So you don't need to add any synthetic thing to pop the color of your stew. No. If you do that already, stop it. Stop it in this 2025. Use this recipe and eat something healthy. You will not die. Eh? Don't cut your life short because of synthetic coloring and flavors. Learn to build your flavors from the scratch. Combine the right and perfect ingredients, and you will get a distinct and very flavorful food. Okay? Stop using too much of ingredients and build your flavors. Build your flavors from the scratch. Okay? So, this is it. This is it. You see? Very nice. Just look at this stew. A very yummy pot of stew that is giving all it is supposed to give and more. So this is the point that you go in with that your bell pepper mix. Bell pepper curry leaf mix. Bell pepper curry leaf onion mix. Yes. So this is the point. And this is because I still want to retain the flavors that comes from the combination of these three ingredients. So if you don't watch this video to the end, you lost. And if you did, congratulations, because you have my secrets. And then I went in with my meat stock, and your stew is very, very much ready right here. Okay. So this is the perfect, yummiest, sweetest chicken stew on the internet right now. Very hot something. So you can see I still went on to taste the stew, and you know adjust your seasoning at any time or any point in time that you think it is not enough. Okay, so because I added my meat stock and a little bit more water, I had to readjust the taste of the stew. And at this point, guys, the stew is ready to be devoured. And guys, I present to you the perfect chicken stew recipe 2025 upgraded. Guys, if you are not using this recipe, please do. And you can see that the stew really made a mess of, a lot of things. So voila, just keep in touch that one of these would happen, popping up here and there, but it's fine. Okay, it happens. So you can see that after all the thing, I had to, close the pot and allow it to simmer until the oil floated again. And once the oil floats, then your stew has nothing to be doing on heat again. And at this point, guys, your stew is 100% ready. Okay, your stew is 100% ready. So upgrade your stew recipe today. Try out this recipe. Tell me what you think about it, and don't forget to drop a comment in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. See you on the next one.